Oh no, just spilled my weed everywhere. Hello. Yes, focus. There you go. Oh, for some reason that camera doesn't really like to focus. All right. Anyway, good. Time to make my palette. For anybody tuning in, I will not be drinking tonight. My phone broke over the weekend coming back from Michigan. So yeah, I don't have an alarm clock or anything, so I really can't get drunk and stay here tonight. Might get a little high though. Let's see how that goes. I will be doing a piece based off one of Dante Orpilla's sketches. It's kind of a sexy time photo, or sketch rather. I'm kind of adjusting it just a bit, make it more angels and demons. Not really sure on the palette we're going to use, so we're just going to kind of make it up as we go. It always seems every time I want to paint, that's the day I get crammed with work. This is that bright rose matter. I don't think we got to use any of that last time. Maybe use that for some blood or something. Probably won't need much of that. Not too much green gray in it, but just in case. Probably gonna keep it more warmer colors. Thinking browns, yellows, probably a little bit blue and purple. Try to keep it simple tonight. So yeah, next week I'll be back doing back to doing normal paint drunk with me. Just been too slammed, and without having a phone, I don't really trust myself waking up on time in here. A little Prussian blue. This is the second time this has happened to my phone. It's the Nexus 5X, and both times at exactly the 8-month mark, it just shits out on me. Of course, happening at the airport didn't really help. First travel day of my life. I'm gonna try to keep these. I'm gonna see if I can do it without really using any black. I think we can do it. What do you think? So So yeah, we discovered this Van Dyke. I think it was the Van Dyke Brown we used last time, and that was amazing. I'm gonna have to get more of this stuff. So look how sexy dark that is. To go with the blood, and add just a little bit of cadmium red right here. Who knows? I still have a bunch of paintings I gotta finish up, like big ones, but they really won't fit on here. And most of them are add to small detail stuff. Not really as much fun watching live. It's the ones I tend to do with the time lapse, so you can kind of see it go faster and watch me paint individual feathers over and over and over. Some Naples yellow, some Lafayette, if you remember from last time. Were you using orange last time? No, this was the bright stuff. We don't need that tonight. It's that cadmium yellow deep hue. It might be too dark for tonight. Fuck it. Not too dark, too vibrant. Just add a little touch on there. Maybe I use it for kind of like a mid-tone or something. A little bit deeper red right here. I use that for lips and stuff. This is the Lizarine red. Who gets the job in email first? I always thought if anybody gets a name sense or smell approval of Bed Bath and Beyond, or not Bed Bath and Bed Bath and Body Works. BB done. I'd be done for that. Some buff titanium. It's kind of like an in between of the white and the Naples yellow. It's just got a slight yellow tint to it. Some raw sienna. So what we're going to try to do is use nice warmer yellows for the highlights. And I want to try to use just deep purple and deep blues with shadows. Maybe a little bit of this brown. Not going to try to touch on the blacks tonight. Big old tube of white. Stuff is a must. It's probably one color go through the most. When's your new? Got that shit on sale. Alright. Can't see it just now, but here we're gonna have angel and a demon banging it out. So yeah, we'll add a little more blue. I'm gonna have him be more purplish, maybe deep red hue. Some just kind of like smoke coming off him. We won't be finishing this tonight. This is just kind of a practice project to work on. In the meantime, entering drunk ones. Go check, see what else we got. Perfect. All right. So, went in and grabbed me some. Got some flesh tint. Boom. In reality, you really don't need. You know, this isn't going to be the actual color of your skin all over. But it's got a nice warm feel to it. I can use, you know, in between the highlights and the shadows. Some gold ochre. Just like give me a little variety here in my yellows. Oh shit. That always happens. Got oil spilling everywhere. If anybody's looking at my hair, yes, it does look a little dumb right now. I used the wrong type of bleach, so I gotta fix it up next week. Going back to my punk rock roots. I'm really nervous about this. Got a little, it's just dripping everywhere. Alright, this is cerulean. It's a nice little sexy blue there. Damn, look at that. That's just dripping everywhere. Gonna get oil all over the place. That's a very nice blue there. Pretty opaque too, so let's see how that plays out. It's the first time using that. The one I'm mainly went for is this blue gray. I had a tube of this a while back and it fucking exploded all over me. So we'll see. Let's shake this up a bit. As much as I love oil paints, they are the biggest hassle. Kind of mix it up in there. Shit, look at that. All right. No, I already got it all over my hand. Oh, all right. Josh and shit. Get all my paper towels ready. Get cracking. Probably go through paper towels like crazy. Yeah, you're stuck up soon as well. Too many paints in the dance floor. Let's put all my paints on the floor. Just work a little bit better. All right. I cannot really drink tonight, but we'll take a couple hits. Old school style, bag paint 16. Oddly enough, living in Colorado, I smoke more than I ever have, or smoke less, rather. Shit. Get my music started again. So apparently Natalie Imbruglia's version of Torn is just a cover. My world is torn apart right now. Alright, let's do it to it. Alright. So yeah, like I said, this is based off a kind of sexy sketch from Dante Orpilla. Hope I'm saying that right. He is on Instagram at @oneUglyBastard. Anyway, so it's kind of, you know, more sensual thing, but we're gonna turn him to a demon, and of course Angel here. Really won't notice much. Maybe I could add a broken halo over time, but I got our wings kind of spread off in the distance. We're gonna kind of blur those out. But right now, let's just have some fun. Get some M&Ms. If you guys get a chance to try these strawberry M&Ms, fucking get on it. So, also got a couple new brushes. Probably won't use those, at least not right now. Where the fuck all my other brushes go? Should be more prepared. Oh, really? Everything's sitting on the floor. Got like 700 brushes, you can never find the ones I want. So we're gonna start blocking in some shit. Since I'm not really gonna add any much of a background, just colors right here. We don't have to really worry too much about doing certain, back to front or anything, and we're gonna try to get as much done as we can. But it won't be done completely tonight because this is something I want to work on in detail. Ooh, excuse me. That's too fluffy. Typically, I used to use that one for putting my gesso on, but got me some nice ones, some nice big fat ass ones. Getting straight hairs, getting debris off. Need more tables up here. Get more oil in my paint thinner rag. So let's see. So right here it's going to be a very dark area. Right down here. Let's see how this goes. Just putting a little blobs of paint down. I'm going to be working right now. Nice little mix of so we have white and buff titanium. And I just kind of know I want this just general area to be kind of lightish. Looking for a decent contrast from the darkness and blues that's going to be popping out in front here. So this is a only say. Anyway, it's all right. Brush wise, a little bit soft in my taste. I like really stiff brushes. I like to have a little bit more control. It feels like. I'll just put this up here. Focus. If anybody can tell me how to correct this webcam, that'd be greatly appreciated. Somewhere's walking around. Just getting some nice little background area, kind of just plopped on in. I'm just going in, gonna add a little, since I have so much of this mixed together kind of on my brush, just kind of add it to similar areas, across the angel skin here. I don't want it to be too light, just maybe some extreme highlights. Maybe, let's see how we do it. A little here on top of the breast, then right here focusing on the face, because we're gonna have the light kind of coming this way. I really don't like using brushes that big, especially for what we're doing right now. So we'll go a little bit smaller. All I can know is filbert. I think I used this for the acrylic video for Squiggles and Squares last week, so got a little messy. You can find it on my art Instagram, but I've got something kind of similar. It's reminding me of kind of started out painting it normally, but then it just you'll have you mistake it, and then pretty much all purple, blue, and red, and then just yellow for the highlights, because it's kind of something similar we're doing here. So, except I'm using a little bit some bright pinks in there. So kind of making it more exaggerated, so we'll see how that turns out. So this is going to be a butt, so I'm just going to put some undertones down here, because we're going to come back and cover up those shadows. But just in case it isn't entirely opaque, like I've said previously, I like to kind of wash my stuff down a bit, because I just really love doing layers over layers. I'm not as good as Bob Ross, who just all done. And who's in here? So we'll take some of this buff titanium. There we go. The buff titanium, and can't remember the exact tones of yellow this is. I think it was like gold ochre. Just a touch. Kind of, some varying tones with what we're going with here. Because especially this is going to be our back, so we're going to go extremely into darker real quick, since we won't have any light really coming from this side. We gotta start working on joint areas, shadow areas. Starting to feel old. Get my peepers. Oh, hey there. Thought you were working. So right here, her hand will kind of be going back behind his. Right here we'll have some wings. Or one of the wings. The other wing will be right over here. Just kind of blocking all that out right now. Oh, okay. So, just kind of give her some medium lights right here. Little Naples yellow and a lot of white. Kind of drown it out a bit. I like it because you don't get an entirely, white, vivid white by doing that, but it's usable compared to skin. The boop on her nose. Actually, I like. Just have certain areas where we're gonna have these kind of more extreme highlights compared to everything else on her. So as you can see, kind of just, I have my brush really oiled down right now. I'm just kind of just pushing this white mixture I made, kind of just getting a nice wash base, where we're going to be putting the skin tones. It's not very thick though, so we'll have to keep going back over. But this kind of just helps block it out. You can still see the pencil lines and all that. It's kind of just like an oil watercolor. And for oil mixture, we do like 9 parts oil, 1 part paint thinner, whatever you use. I use the odorless. It's not as strong as turpentine, but those turpentine cleaning sessions are no fun. This shit do not fuck around. Alright, try darkening this up just a tad. Now I'm just using a slight little touch of purple and try to gray it out just a touch since it's purple and yellow are complementary colors, so when you add them together, they kind of gray each other out, rather than worrying about having to add black or anything to which kind of messes up the saturation and total color of what you're using. Kind of just messing around, adding some kind of mid shadows in our skin tone without adding any purples or blue just yet. Kind of just still blocking everything out. Getting general idea of where my color is going to go. This is kind of a complicated perspective right here because we go from breast and then we got to bend her back to get her abdomen right here, and then ass area. Oh, it seems I went too far. Shit. That's my bad. So we'll just make all this dark up back here anyway. Yep. See, little happy accidents. Darken this up a bit. Now we'll start adding some of that was the Valkyrie or whatever it was, that nice ass brown. Getting a little bit more shadow areas so I get delving into our purples just yet. Alright, so her ass, it's gonna be right there. Yeah. So everything just kind of bends around this one focal point right here. Oh shit. And I'm not extremely what's the word? Practiced in keeping my hands off what I'm working on. I tend to like to rest my hand on what I'm working on. Then hand's gonna become grabbing around the back of the demon's head. It's gonna be the thigh right here, calf, foot, kind of wrapping around him. Go and add some of this to the angel wings. go ahead and I'm gonna make some shadow stuff, some shadow color. So we're gonna use that really dark brown. Use a little bit of blue. I'm gonna grab a bunch of these purples right here. So get nice and dark. But you don't lose everything into that black, because sometimes the light just doesn't really fit. Might have been too much oil. Shit. Yeah, see, this is mixing those together. I almost got like a damn near black, but it's not magic. It's kind of like a hair area. I have nothing really defined on what sections are going to be going where, but just kind of where I know shadows are going to be. This is super dark shit. I have to step back from this just a bit. Right here will be Demon's kind of where he's clutching down on the ground, holding himself up. It's kind of just make her hair splay everywhere right here. I'll have to come back and do that later. In a couple weeks after everything dries up a bit. This brush is a bit too thick for what I'm trying to do right now. I like to live on the edge. Alright, so we're doing it here, just kind of put some general shadow areas. But I really don't want all that shit to be that dark, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in over here and just mess around with some purples. Kind of looks like oil paint right now, or not oil paint, watercolor. go ahead and kind of get this purple mixed in with this blackish I made. Yeah, it turned out super dark before. But yeah, just want to kind of get some purple. You can still kind of see some definition in it, which is good because it's very rare to see any shadows that are just completely black. Especially right here, we have so much light bouncing around. Doo-doo-doo. I wish I had some straight up cerulean blue down here. It's a nice deep color, very vibrant. I'm gonna of course mix it up with everything, but kind of just break up the dread of the purple and blackish we got going on. Especially because I want the demon creature kind of be more of a deep blue anyway. Down here will be his leg. Straight hair. Those are really annoying, especially if you don't check before you adjust or anything. You just get shit stuck in your all over your paints. Just kind of mixing it up. Getting a little mixed up Fridays. Can't believe it's already Thursday. Where did this week go? So I've been 4 days without my phone so far, and it is driving me insane. I don't know how I ever did this. Adding a little bit of this titanium, a little bit of a Naples yellow to this blue. I want to kind of give it a little bit more skinny hue. Even though it's kind of green out. Yeah, you can see just in contrast already from here to here. It's getting a bit more fitting for skin, but green's out real bad. But that's alright. Kind of want that. Jeez. Getting a little dangerous there. I don't want to get too close to the small details with this big ass brush. It's not really that big, but compared to what I normally like to use. Go ahead and clean this brush out. Let this one sit here for a bit. Actually, no, I used the bigger one I was using earlier. Go ahead and just clean that off. The demon thing, we got a lot of space to cover. Hello! Alright. So like I said, we want him to be more of a, I'm going to keep him real light at the top, but kind of a bluish white probably. Probably red too, man. Up here, have blue and kind of just fade down into a red, maybe deep red. Okay, just give a general idea where we put these fingers. So yeah, I'll probably have that cerulean or red or whatever kind of or down there. Just kind of put down some skin tones here. Come back and blend these up in a bit. I kind of, excuse me, kind of a grayed out blue tone to mix a little bit of orange in there. Still makes it a little bit more green, but not too bad. Just want to make this a little bit darker for my blue, but not totally deep just yet. Give them a little bit more variance than just a couple colors here. Album's over. Let's see. What should we listen to next? Do From Here to Infirmary. Mm-hmm. See, now it's kind of giving me a teal turquoise type feel, which is nice. So just gonna kind of fill this in. Pretty much once we get all the the main parts kind of blocked in, then we can start getting more accurate with what we're doing. Use a little angle brush instead. I fucking love angle brushes. Probably my favorite. Okay, just fill in this little highlight area. I'm gonna be giving him some kind of textured skin up here at the top, kind of bumps, maybe little horns. Of course, that won't be done tonight, but of course, the fun thing about doing time lapse is you get to see it, all 10 seconds or so, and I don't have to talk with yours. Introverts unite. Just go up here and just block it all in. Don't want to be super accurate. Some people like to do the, they do like very chunky, clunky paint strokes, and it gives it a really cool, feel and effect. But you don't really get that accuracy and realism. And we're not going to go for too real here, but I want to get some more minor detail in these things. Kind of like the past two drunk paintings who did, everything was real loosey goosey. Still don't work tonight. I'm going to be putting a highlight. Gotta still have some dark ass purple on there. That's why we don't get high in paint, kids. JK. Everything will be here. We'll have an extreme. Ooh, this thing's dry in my mouth. There's some extreme shadows and stuff going on for the demon. Kind of, of course, she's gonna be blocking her in a lot of areas, so she's gonna be covered fairly decent as well. Just gotta call it a day. I have to do this for your company or for. We have to beat the deadline for the FDA by the end of next month. So it's basically an extra 30, 40 hours worth of work I gotta do. That's on top of my normal job, so my normal design gig. So September is gonna be a very hectic month. The bank account will be happy though. Maybe we can afford to put some meat in my spaghetti. Hello. Someone keeps jumping in and out. So yeah, as you can see here, we got for the demon head, traps, arms, stuff like that. Then the full body's gonna be done here. A little bit of highlight going down here. Give this whole area a little bit more substance. So yeah, that body, then head for the angel, and then she's kind of just wrapped around him. Hey, hey, how's it going? Alright, so I'm going to add just a little shadow areas up on her face. I'll have to come back and do probably some slight reds and stuff, but no, I think this will do. Mouth is really hard to do when they're tiny. He's got these little baby mouths. Add a little oil so we can get in there more accurately without having to wiggle around too much. Get a little bit of that deep purple, kind of brownish black. Back here, kind of break this up so we know what's going on more. Alright. Kind of just add some shadow in on our eyelids here so we can kind of see where we're going. Just kind of blocking in the mouth, kind of all dark right now. I can come back and fix that. Got a whole member step. I get the shakes real bad. Good old medical side effects. Okay, so go ahead and kind of just outline nipples. And then a little bit more shadow down here for the finger area. Kind of just figure out if everything's gonna be placed. A little bit more of this purple blue down here. We're gonna be coming back later and just sweeping with shadows and shit. But just slightly lighter blue to shadow with right here. Since her body kind of disappears under his right here, it's gonna just get real dark. So kind of mixing up the blue and these underlying yellows and the Naples yellow, kind of get a kind of a greenish skin here where we're get our shadows. the underboob area a little more shadow. But primarily, where the body's gonna be overlapping, kind of want to lighten that up a bit. The skin. There we go. Yeah, it's just getting too close to black. That's not what we want. We want to keep the shadows nice and purple. Maybe a little blue. I just plop in some of this blue and purple, where we're going to come back and blend all this together. Hello. Kind of just going layer by layer, just getting some nice shadows. Let's see. I'm gonna go back over. So this will be like underneath right here. We're gonna probably have that really dark as we can go. I'm not sure you can see it. Probably not. But this, this blue deep brown mixture, in comparison with just a deep blue, just doesn't always look quite right. I think you might be too close to black, but we'll be covering it up. Just want to get some dark areas in there. Then come back and do some lightning. I kind of do it backwards that way because you're supposed to go light to dark because it uses way more paint doing it the other way. It's just more of a hassle. But it's like knowing where everything's gonna go first. Ugh. Gonna clean up my brush. Alright. Wanna go and fill up these wings a bit. Maybe start getting some color in the background. Really not entirely sure what I want to do with the background. Yeah, we could just use that dark brown, kind of just push it up and fade it. Alright, well, anyway, let's get let's use some of this titanium, or the buff titanium, white and Naples yellow. Get it real nice and light, nice and mixed up here. Kind of just block off an area. We're gonna be having the kind of the wings. I'm gonna have then kind of messed up and frilly later on, but definitely gonna have the all the highlighted feathers kind of be a lot lighter than this, but the darker ones are still gonna need a yellow undertone. Perspective with the wings are really hard unless you're doing it from the side or back, because they bend so weird and it's hard to make it look good if you're doing it from a crazy angle. This part's still tricky because right here is where her hand is kind of be clenched down, kind of. And then we have her wing right next to it. Oh shit. So we want to make sure we keep them separated enough, especially when you do values and stuff later on. I want to make sure there's no contrast. You can both individually pop out to worrying about it blend together. Alright, so right here will be kind of a mess too because you're gonna have hair kind of splayed out everywhere. Just want to get a general idea. And remember where I want to put the highlights. I'm just going to take a nice chunk of just titanium white right here. Kind of just, it's going to end up a little purple, or not purple, really light blue. I've got just a tint, just like not tint, tinge. God, I'm not even drunk. Then I had just a little bit of baby blue left in my brush before starting this part. Yep. Alright. Setting some little highlights. Of course, mixing with these yellows with these blues, you're gonna get a little bit of bleed over. but I can come back and then add some highlights, some more warm highlights at the end. I swear to God, there's somebody walking out there. Let's see what we're doing. Go ahead and try to add a little bit more highlight on the face. Just using some white here. Kind of just remind me what needs to be lighter when I come back later. Just when I do the oil, I just barely tap it because little goes a long, long way. Mm-hmm. A little bit more highlight. This arm. Probably should not have used blue there, but alright. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll try going dark to light. Alright, let's see how this goes. Which is big ass brush. Maybe after I get after a couple of sessions on this, I'll come back and just spackle it up at the bottom and top. Give it a nice texture going. There we get checked on this. What's popping up? There we go. So it's a little thin right now. I've got a lot of oil going on, but kind of just darkening up this whole area. This is that deep brown and purple mix. Gives you almost black. When you spread out, you can see that brown, but you gotta cake down on that shit. It's dark. So yeah, I'm just kind of coming down here, just kind of blocking off the area. I'm gonna come back later and do all the hair and stuff. Do a lot of dark hair strokes, and then I get a little baby brush and come in, do some more highlights and individual streams, stuff like that. I'm gonna have to make a little bit more mixture since we had a lot of surface area coming up. Oh, I didn't see that. I had a blueberry right here. I haven't touched it yet. Alright, get some oil going on. Kick this up just a bit. I still have a little bit more, or a lot of fuck ton editing still to do on my squiggles video. But I'm excited. Hopefully I can get it all knocked out this weekend. Just playing catch up with all the work. Going to Michigan sent me back at least a full week. So now I got that, and then new FDA stuff we gotta get complete by the end of next month. People are tearing Josh Whedon apart. What's going on again? Weedy, what'd you do? Oh, damn. His Wonder Woman script leaked. He's not having a good week. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna block a lot of this off and then get back to work. Got a bunch of stuff in there. Gotta work. I'm doing a couple things for some artists or music artists this week. Actually, I probably should get on that soon. Yeah, like an album cover thing, 2 albums, promotional material, all this stuff. Pretty much work. Add a little bit of red to this dark mixture I got going on. Give it kind of a red devilish tone. Just a little baby doll of oil is all you need. I'll just go ahead and just kind of whip this color around. Probably won't keep it a full circle. It wasn't even a good circle, but just kind of general light area of what we're working with. Maybe do something with slightly more detail in the background. Don't know yet. And the second album's done with. What's wrong with all these punk rock albums? Like 20 minutes long. Alright, I'm probably quits for the night. But thanks for everybody tuning in. I know it's kind of more sporadic than usually do on Wednesdays, but I wanted to get a little practice in. Thought I'd pop it on and stream it. But let's see, today's 24th. So August 30th, next Wednesday, I will be doing drunk paintings again. I think 8:30 Eastern time. So if anybody wants to pop on, paint with me. I'll probably keep this going since it's so small. I can stream it while I paint it. Probably might do a little bit of work tomorrow, but as I go, I'll keep doing it on here. We can get it finished in a couple weeks. All right. All right, see you guys later.